Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it's time for your Leeds versus Chelsea, or Chelsea versus Leeds post-match review, post-match chat, whatever you like. As you can tell, I'm not a happy bunny. The game was there for the taking for Leeds United, for me personally. Yes, we rode our luck, but especially them 25, 30 minutes towards the end, I'm so frustrated. Listen, we lost the game 1-0. Please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. And let's get into it.
I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like a house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. So, folks, as I said, for me, last 20, 25 minutes, the game was there for Leeds United. I don't know what Graham Potter was doing. He shit the bed. They went 1-0 up, and then he just started making changes from about the 70th minute. He had more midfielders on than anybody else. They had nothing up front. Havertz just stood up there. Leeds United should have took something from that game. We made attacking substitutions. Okay, the bench is lacking. Greenwood, Joseph, etc. Nonto. Listen, on reflection, I don't think he was amazing when he came on, but why Harrison? It's wrong of me to say he shouldn't have started because I said before the game, I get it, experience, etc. But he did nothing in that game. Why Aronson and Rutter were taken off and why he's seen it past half-time is beyond me. Any time he got the ball, he did nothing with it. As I say, I'm just going to keep focusing on this last 20, 25 minutes of the game. You know, the amount of times it would go to him and he'd just cross it. I mean, at one point he crossed it towards the corner flag. So frustrated. I thought Rutter did okay. Again, Brendan, for me, another top performance. I don't think Brendan should have come off. Rutter, okay, maybe try Mateo Joseph up there, but Brendan shouldn't have come off for me. Harrison should have come off for Willie and Yonto. Even at half-time, Jack Harrison had a terrible game. I thought defensively we did okay. Yes, you know, first half, Chelsea battered us for 30 minutes, but we rode our luck, and that was always going to happen. You know, they are a top side. They have been underperforming their XG, but for me, they nearly threw the game away and should have thrown the game away. Because when he just started going, right, Felix off, Sterling off, Gallagher, Zakaria, Chukwuemeka, you know, Chalobah, just throwing on defenders, midfielders, I was thinking, what is this guy doing? The game is there for the taking for Leeds United, and we just failed to do it. You know, we failed to take our chances again. It's just not dropping for Leeds United. You know, honestly, I'm just so frustrated. Like, thankfully, Arsenal came back at the depth to beat Bournemouth. I did think they would win the game, and they have. Thankfully, we're still out of the drop zone. All eyes on Forest Everton tomorrow. I'm still not concerned long term because to go to Stamford Bridge and put in performance that we did, it's just the frustrating thing, the same added old thing with Leeds United. Everything tea to green. We get to the final third and we shit the bed. The only player that seems to be able to play a pinpoint pass through is Rutter. The only disappointing thing is he needs to be the one on the end of it, not the one supplying the pass. Feel sorry for Aronson, just that I keep coming back to this. He's built like a Risley paper. He's lightweight. I'm not using that as a lightning rod to beat him today because normally it is a side of his game that frustrates me. But this time I almost felt sorry for him because every time he'd get through, Koulibaly, who's basically double the size of him, would just give him just a little nudge, not enough to foul him, but just a little nudge to mean that he'd have to overrun the ball or, you know, get to the byline when, if that's Rutter or maybe a Bamford, they're a bit more, you know, full set and can hold, you know, Koulibaly off and get a chance. Listen, Meslier made a fantastic save for Havertz. Joao Felix hits the crossbar. Set pieces were worrying me. Fofana, Rose, I don't think there's anything can do. Weston McKennie's good in the air, but he just got caught under it. Wesley Fofana running onto it. It's a good set piece. Meslier did well up until that point, but it's in that area that the keeper can't come out. You know what I mean? Otherwise, he's just in no man's land. But other than that, like, we limited them. Okay, first half, yes, they battered us for 30 minutes, but the game was there for me. The game was there for me, and for us to come away with no points when you consider the form that they're in, and it's mad that I'm so downbeat after losing 1-0 to Chelsea, who won the Champions League 18 months ago. But, of course, Leeds United gift them their win. Of course, Leeds United let them score. It's the same thing. You know, I've got to have the same energy, and I thought Javi Grazia's failure to not take off Jack Harrison is mind-boggling to me, because he was woeful, and for me shouldn't be starting in the next game, not by any stretch of the imagination. I still think we have a lack of squad depth. Like, I'm sorry to say, but when like Greenwood came on for Harrison, I was like, nah. I mean, he actually delivered a couple of good balls, to be fair to him. It just didn't drop. There was one, for example, I don't think you can do any more. Luck's just not on our side. Like when Ayling heads it back across, sorry, not heads it, rifles it back across goal. Rutter connects with it. If Koulibaly doesn't get lucky and he's stood in the way of it, it finds the back of the net. It finds the back of the net. But as it goes, it sort of bounces favourably off Koulibaly and just falls into Kepa's hands. It's just really, really frustrating. You know, I thought Fofana was good. Enzo Fernandez, Kovacic, I said pre-match, he's so press resistant, he's so good on the ball. But it's again just that frustration. So frustrated watching Leeds at the minute. Especially when you consider how well we did in the first half in terms of being able to keep them out because they battered us for 30 minutes. To then concede from a set piece, it's just frustrating. And I genuinely feel, right, when he started making all the midfield changes, I'm going, what's he doing? He's throwing this away. And if Leeds United would have scored, the crowd would have turned. They booed at half time, didn't they? They sang for a bit after the goal scored, and then you didn't hear them again. You know, Melier almost scored at the end. Imagine the scenes there. That again was popped. Decent delivery again. Ayling did well to actually keep the ball sort of alive. It wasn't a great pass from Sam Greenwood. A lot of people hammer Ayling because of a lot of their attacks in the first half coming down the left-hand side, but I thought he did well. Koch and Vobra again, I don't think they look troubled. That's a good centre-back partnership for me. Firpo was standout again for me personally. He brought down Sterling early doors, and I was thinking, oh no, we're not getting that Firpo, are we? After that, it was exceptional, going forward and backwards. You know, again, just frustrated. I think, look, Chelsea, yes, the 10th, 9th, wherever they are now, but there are going to be other games. Brighton at home, as good as Brighton are, we need to be getting something from it. We've got to go away at Fulham, we've got Palace, etc. All these teams. I think we've still got Leicester to play, have we not? There's games there for Leeds United to get something from, for sure. I'm still not concerned. Today, I'm just annoyed. Because defensively, I thought we were good. Yes, we've conceded a goal, but Vobra and Kopp look strong. Firpo and Ayling, decent performances. Firpo, the best out of the back four for me. But again, Tita Green, get to the final third, shit the bed. Same old story. Even when it got flashed across goal, I'm like, how's that not gone in? Like, how's no one got on the end of it? Did Kepa really have much to do? No. We need to be doing more to test him. I tell you, we're missing Rodrigo and Cini like you would not believe. Sinisterra is clinical. Rodrigo this season has been clinical. Why do Leeds suffer? Because we have no clinicality, no composure. Rutter was unlucky again today for me. I think Brendan should not be subbed, but he had a good game. And Harrison, for me, he should not be starting. That next game against Brighton, I want to see Nonto on the left. I don't think Nonto covered himself in glory when he came on, but he still offers a lot more than what Jack does. Jack's head's gone for me. I don't know why that is. Is it the failure to get the transfer in January? His confidence is low. We know he's a bit of a confidence player, a bit like Bamford, but that ball, when it got put through and he crossed it and it went towards the corner flag, I'm like, what are you doing? What are we doing? Why are you on the pitch? You know, every time the ball went to him, I was like, oh no, not again. Not again, because I have no confidence. A bit like when the ball fell to Adams and he had that strike. I don't mean this in a bad way, but I'm like, I have no confidence this is finding the back of the net. Do you know what I mean? He's just one of them. I thought McKennie was good in parts. McKennie's really good with the ball at his feet, drops his shoulder, sells players, sends them for hot dogs at times. I understand the formation as well. He tried the 3 out against Fulham. He didn't want to do that against Chelsea. I think tactically, Javi Gracia set us up really well. We defended really resolutely, you know, and rid that storm. And it's frustrating that we concede from a set piece. And then, as I say, the game was there for Leeds United to get at least a point, especially in the last 20, 25 minutes. I don't know what Potter's doing. If I'm a Chelsea fan, I'd be like, what is this guy doing? They literally had Kai Havertz and that's it. Everyone else was a midfielder or a defender. It was mad. It was mad. But I guess he just wants to get one over the line and he's managed to do that. And that keeps the wolves off his back for a little bit longer, doesn't it? But yeah, I mean, I don't know who else you can turn to on the bench. We're missing Rodrigo and Sinisterra like you would not believe. If Sinisterra's added into the mix, he's clinical. We have seen that already this season. He is clinical and really offers us something. So is what it is. Gracia said, I'm frustrated and disappointed with the result, same as me. And I hope, you know, I worry in the watch alongs because it's at the time I'm thinking, am I against what everyone else believes? But I think, you know, Javi Gracia saying that, you know, he has said he's proud of the players with the attitude they've have. And I guess they go till the end. Maybe the attitude spills over a little bit. Nonto, the amount of times he fouled players, I'm like, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? We're trying to get up the pitch here. But like Gracia says, we have to improve things, and we do. And again, it's that same thing. It's that same thing of not having composure, not having clinicality. And this is the thing, in it again now. Big shout out, Chris at LUFC Data. Leeds United have registered an XG of less than 1, you know, in today, not 0.94. It took us to the 91st minute to register a shot on target. I think one of them would have been Melier. Do you know what I mean? But it's not from not getting into the positions in order to do that. Do you know what I mean? We just need composure. We need clinicality. We need Sinisterra and Rodrigo. Them two, for me, I'm even less worried. Honestly, I hope this. I do not think we will go down. I do not think we will go down. But it's opportunities like today where you need to take, because there in the second half they were there for the taking for me, and we failed to do it. Oh, honestly, I was like banging my head. That's what I feel like doing, banging my head. Another rubbish day at the office. Need to improve for Brighton. Brighton are an exceptional side. Don't get me wrong, but we're at home. We need to try and go get something there. All 3. Every game now, it's 3 points. Every game we need 3 points. The footballing gods look down on us today with Arsenal coming back against Bournemouth. More of the same, please, footballing gods. But please give us some in terms of goals as well. Like, let it drop for us, because I think we're very unlucky, but also very frustrating, not clinical, and don't have... See, we have no composure. We have no composure. It is lacking. It is lacking. Listen, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and get your comments in. And of course, we'll have the final word tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So make sure you join us for that. Thanks as always for watching. Peace out now. Leeds.